Hi everyone, I'm Diana Palm from dianapalm.com. Today we're going to be discussing crystal healing for everyday people. And if you watch to the end, you'll find out which specific crystals I use to actually enhance my own clairvoyance, my psychic, my mediumship, and all of my healing abilities. People have been using crystals since the beginning of time. Some cultures actually use crystals in their jewelry because they're so beautiful that they wanted to adorn themselves with these colorful crystals. But others actually use them very, very early on for healing purposes. What could they have known that our scientists still don't know? Most scientists believe that crystal healing actually occurs because of the placebo effect. They haven't been able to figure out how crystals could possibly heal. So in a very, very quick explanation, let me run you through it. First, let's look at the quartz crystal. Now, quartz crystal actually vibrates at a very, very precise frequency, which is why it's used in watches, it's used in cell phones, radios, TVs. Quartz crystal is used in so many aspects of our everyday life. I don't know what we would even do without it. So how does a quartz crystal actually affect the human body? When we're looking at using crystals for healing, their frequency and vibration is very unique, and that's what we're actually being drawn to. Just as a human body has an energy field, crystals do too. And when you take something with a very solid, stable frequency and apply it to the human body, it actually makes an impact and changes my vibrational frequency. The human energy field can change drastically depending on your moods, on your health, on what you're eating. And so our energy is completely shifting all the time, where a quartz crystal's energy is very, very stable. So when we apply a rock to our energy field, which we can do by holding on to one, putting it in our pocket, carrying it around in our purse, many times people even put them underneath their pillow when they're sleeping so they can adjust to the frequency of the stone. But when we do this, our body's actually making the adjustment. When these adjustments occur, we can actually elevate our own vibration and allow our bodies to be in better harmony and balance for overall health. And that's the way that crystals work to heal us. Some people are like, what is with these stones? You know, they think it's superstitious. It's not superstitious at all. It actually is science. If you've decided to use crystals for healing, I'm going to recommend a fantastic book called The Crystal Bible. And I've been using it for years. I really think it's one of the best resources that you can have to guide you into which crystals would actually be good for you. That being said, there's no substitution for physical contact. So when I go into a crystal store, I actually go to the crystals that I'm drawn to, the ones that I just feel like I want to go and touch and hold. And when I'm doing that, I'll actually hold them in my left hand, which is the receptive hand for you if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, your more receptive hand will be the right. Hold it in your receptive hand and close your eyes, and you'll actually be able to feel the energy of the stone. And what that feels like is a slight vibration. You may feel some energy running up and down your arm. You may feel tingly. It might feel hot, cold, anything that you feel from the stone. If it's comfortable and it resonates with you, then that would be a good stone for you. It's making an impact and making a change on your own frequency and vibration. If you don't feel anything with the stone at all, then go ahead and put it down and select another one. As a psychic medium and spiritual healer, I do use crystals as part of my business just to help me keep my own energy very clear. I also use them when I'm teaching my students and helping them work with their own psychic development and intuitive gifts. This little crystal here is one of my all-time favorites. This is just the regular quartz crystal. And I actually just really like the shape of it because it fits in my hand really well. As you see, it's kind of slanted and it's a real comfortable fit. So every time I'm doing a phone session, I'm actually holding the same crystal over and over for my mediumship and healing sessions. And when you use the same crystal over and over, you're actually also charging it with your own energies and what is happening and occurring during the time when you're using it. So if I'm using it all the time for mediumship, when I pick it up the next time, it immediately helps me connect to that frequency where the spirit world is. So if you're just starting out, I'm going to recommend what I do to all of my students, and I would suggest you go get a really nice quartz crystal that's about the size of your palm so you can carry it with you. A quartz crystal is really going to help with your third eye. It's going to help with your intuitive vision. It's going to give you clarity. And if you're trying to meditate, calm your mind, and focus, this is the stone for you. Not only is quartz used for so many everyday purposes, it's also used for healing and for clarity, meditation, and psychic abilities. I've made medicine wheels out in the yard with very specific healing properties. And when I'm doing that, you cannot beat the power of a Herkimer diamond. Now, Herkimer is just a clear quartz crystal, and they're just tiny, tiny little crystals, but they're powerhouse crystals. And these are the best ones I've found to use to set up an energetic grid. I love to use Tektite, which is actually formed after a meteorite hit Earth, and it is really great for balancing your chakras. It opens and cleanses your chakras, especially the lower ones. I also love to wear Moldavite, which is from a meteorite that hit in Czechoslovakia. Many people that are not used to a high vibration can actually get real lightheaded or dizzy when using or wearing a Moldavite. It has an intense vibration. It can help increase synchronicities in your life and expand spiritual awareness. I also wear Iolite, and Iolite enhances self-love and self-acceptance. It helps release codependent relationships and really aids with clarity and achievement. I recently bought a blue lace agate, which is the necklace I'm wearing today, and it helps to calm and bring peace of mind. It boosts communication skills and has properties for emotional healing, such as feeling nurtured and safe. I have a large chunk of selenite in my office where I see clients, and that is used to help clear and open the crown chakra and other higher chakras for divine connection and protection. It really helps my clients to be able to open up as well and to get higher connections while we're working together. I always have a rose quartz in the middle of my classroom to aid students with feelings of unconditional love, feeling open-hearted, so that they can really trust each other to open up while they're going through emotional healing and DNA healing. Rose quartz also helps restore trust and openness in all relationships with self and others. I also use Celestite with my students to aid with connecting to guardian angels, which is something that I teach my students how to do. Celestite is uplifting while calming and helps with prophecy. Your quartz crystal will actually amplify the benefits from all of your other crystals. I would love to know what crystals you're using and what purposes you use them for. Can you write that down in the comments below? Also, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit that little bell so that you're notified every time I post a new video, which is every single Thursday. Thanks so much for being here and watching. Have a great day.